On July 16, 2011, a massive house party raged in Port St. Lucie, Florida, completely masking a horrifying crime scene hidden just upstairs in the master bedroom. Dozens of teenagers drank and socialized downstairs, entirely unaware that the home's owners lay brutally bludgeoned to death beneath towels and household debris in the next room. 17-year-old Tyler Hadley hosted this chaotic gathering while his slain parents remained locked away, setting the stage for one of Florida's most deeply chilling true crime cases. Investigators would soon uncover a shocking tale of premeditation, teenage defiance, and dark psychological unraveling that left a quiet suburban neighborhood permanently scarred by unimaginable family violence. Born on December 16, 1993, Tyler Hadley was a troubled teenager whose early life in Florida seemed outwardly ordinary before severe behavioral and personal issues began surfacing. During his high school years, Tyler began skipping classes regularly, experimenting heavily with illicit drugs, and rapidly descending into a troubling pattern of delinquent behaviors and criminal acts. Official court sentencing documents detailed a documented history of drug sales and purchases, alongside criminal detentions for acts of arson, vandalism, and various property thefts around town. Back in June 2010, a civil lawsuit was filed against Tyler after he injured a child while driving his father's car, resulting in significant financial and legal friction. His parents, Blake and Mary Jo Hadley, struggled constantly to manage his escalating defiance, severe substance abuse, and increasingly troubling outbursts inside their Port St. Lucie family residence. Mary Jo Hadley was a dedicated 47-year-old elementary school teacher, remembered widely for her patience, while Blake Hadley worked diligently as an operator at a local nuclear power plant. By early July 2011, Tyler's erratic behavior crossed a terrifying threshold when he began openly telling several friends that he actually planned to murder both of his parents. Tyler chillingly remarked to close acquaintances that hosting a massive house party immediately following a planned parricide was something that had quite literally never been attempted before in history. On the morning of July 16, 2011, Tyler made his dangerous intentions public by posting a very casual message on his Facebook wall about an upcoming evening party. Investigators later learned that Tyler Hadley had decided how he wanted to execute the murders weeks prior, meticulously planning every single detail of the horrific dual homicide event. Shortly after noon on the exact day of the attacks, Tyler successfully hid his parents' cell phones and locked their black Labrador inside a closet for safety purposes. Tyler strongly suspected the loyal family dog would attempt to defend his parents, making this canine confinement a calculated step in executing his brutal premeditated plan successfully. Shortly before 5 o'clock in the evening, Tyler ingested 3 whole pills of ecstasy, severely altering his mental state moments before confronting his hardworking and unsuspecting mother. Mary Jo Hadley sat focused quietly at her computer in the family room, entirely unaware that her 17-year-old son was standing directly behind her, holding a heavy claw hammer. Without any warning, Tyler viciously attacked his mother with a heavy tool, unleashing a sudden flurry of blows that immediately brought piercing screams echoing through the quiet suburban house. Hearing the desperate screams, 54-year-old Blake Hadley rushed out of the master bedroom to investigate the terrifying commotion unfolding directly inside the main living space of the home. Witnessing the horrific physical assault on his wife, a stunned Blake exclaimed, "Why?" prompting Tyler to coldly deliver the chilling, infamous response. "Why the absolute fuck not?" Tyler immediately turned his brutal assault toward his father, using the exact same claw hammer to inflict fatal head trauma and ending Blake's life in a matter of seconds. Following the murders, Tyler Hadley dragged both of his parents' lifeless bodies into the master bedroom, beginning a frantic cleaning operation to conceal the gruesome crime scene entirely. For 3 grueling hours, teenage Tyler scrubbed bloodstains from the floors and walls, attempting to erase any visible evidence of the parricide that had just occurred there. To further conceal the bodies, he piled various household items, clothing, and heavy furniture directly on top of his deceased parents inside the locked master bedroom of the home. To fund the massive house party he had promised, Tyler used his parents' stolen credit cards to secure cash and party supplies across the local Port St. Lucie region. Security cameras captured Tyler at a local ATM as he withdrew cash money from his parents' compromised financial accounts to finance the evening's wild weekend party festivities. Tyler had first posted party invitations online at 12:15 p.m., hours before he actually brutally murdered his mother and father inside their Port St. Lucie family residence. After cleaning the crime scene, Tyler picked up several friends in his vehicle, officially launching the chaotic gathering that brought dozens of teenagers flooding to the house. Ultimately, between 40 and 60 teenagers attended the Friday night house party, drinking and socializing throughout the residence while a double homicide remained hidden right nearby. Despite the loud music and festive atmosphere, several partygoers began noticing a strange foul odor permeating certain areas of the suburban Hadley family home during that evening. A few observant guests later reported detecting the unmistakable smell of dead bodies lingering in the house, though most dismissed it as youthful paranoia or spilled alcohol drinks. Throughout the chaotic night, Tyler behaved with unsettling normalcy, drinking alcohol, greeting arriving peers, and acting as a gracious host while completely hiding his immensely dark secret. As the party progressed, Tyler confided in multiple attendees about what he had done, though most initially believed he was simply joking around for cheap shock value thrills. Seeking to prove his horrifying claim, Tyler took his close friend Michael Mandel on a walk outside the crowded residence to formally confess to the brutal murders. Returning inside after the walk, Tyler led Michael into the master bedroom, unlocking the heavy bedroom door to reveal the gruesome remains of Blake and Mary Jo Hadley. Stunned by the horrifying reality of what he saw, Michael did not immediately flee the house, instead remaining inside with Tyler for 45 long minutes of disbelief. During this surreal encounter, Michael even posed for a casual selfie with Tyler inside the home, caught in a bizarre state of teenage shock and utter disbelief. 4 hours after viewing the bodies, Michael finally left the party and decided he could no longer keep the horrific secret hidden from local law enforcement authorities. Acting firmly on his conscience, Michael placed an anonymous tip phone call to a local crime hotline in the early morning hours of July 17, 2011. Meanwhile, word of mouth regarding the murders began spreading rapidly among teenagers who had attended the chaotic gathering earlier that fateful evening across Port St. Lucie City. Police dispatchers received the critical tip regarding suspicious activity and potential fatalities at the Hadley residence, prompting an immediate and decisive law enforcement emergency response team. Promptly around 5 o'clock in the morning on July 17th, Port St. Lucie police officers arrived at the suburban home to conduct a routine welfare check operation. Officers entered the residence and quickly discovered the master bedroom door blocked by heavy furniture, signaling that something terribly wrong had definitely taken place right there. Carefully removing the barricade, police lifted towels and debris to uncover the brutally beaten bodies of Blake and Mary Jo Hadley, hidden securely inside the master bedroom. Tyler Hadley was taken into custody by responding officers early that morning, offering little physical resistance as law enforcement securely locked down the grim suburban crime scene. Shocking news of the patricide and matricide rocked the Port St. Lucie community, drawing intense national media attention to the suburban Florida double homicide case for weeks. Because of the extreme severity of the crimes, prosecutors decided to try 17-year-old Tyler as an adult in the Florida State Circuit Court judicial legal system. By May 2012, disturbing reports emerged from county jail indicating that Tyler was signing autographs for fellow inmates and proudly calling himself the Hammer Boy. In February 2014, Tyler officially entered a formal legal plea of no contest to 2 counts of first-degree murder during court proceedings in front of judges. Sentencing hearings commenced in March 2014, featuring emotional testimonies from family members, friends, and investigators detailing the tragic events of that dark summer July night. Medical examiners took the stand on March 11th, providing harrowing autopsy details regarding the massive blunt force trauma inflicted upon both of the 2 innocent victims. On March 21, 2014, the judge handed down 2 consecutive life sentences without the possibility of parole, representing the absolute maximum juvenile penalty at that time. Legal battles continued as defense attorneys appealed the harsh sentence, arguing that mandatory life without parole for juveniles violated constitutional protections against cruel and unusual punishment. On April 27, 2016, a state appeals court successfully overturned Tyler's life sentence, ordering a brand new sentencing hearing due entirely to his juvenile status. Following years of complex legal reviews, Tyler Hadley was formally resentenced on December 20, 2018, to life imprisonment with renewed eligibility for future parole reviews. Under the updated judicial ruling, Tyler would become eligible for a sentence review after serving 25 years, placing his first official review around the year 2039. Recognized as a constant, grim reminder of the horrific tragedy, the infamous Hadley family home located in Port St. Lucie was completely demolished on April 14, 2015. The empty residential lot where the suburban house once stood remains a haunting symbol of a night defined by senseless family violence and unimaginable teenage rebellion. True crime researchers and forensic psychologists continue studying the Hadley case to understand the warning signs of adolescent psychopathy and extreme familial parricide in modern society. Ultimately, the tragic deaths of Blake and Mary Jo Hadley serve as a devastating cautionary tale about mental health, warning signs, and the ultimate loss of young lives.